Hello everyone, this is your boy Tho, and we're back again on Daily Markets Academy. So this is our first video, and we're gonna make sure that you enjoy and receive as much information as we can give to you. So we're here only to give you weekly focused on some pairs that we usually tackle or attack each and every week, and we trust me guys, we do benefit from these pairs, and we managed to catch a lot of pips. So I enjoy it. I enjoy a lot trading currencies more than any other pair. So our first pair is gonna be AUDCAD. So let's jump into AUDCAD. At Daily Markets Academy, we're trading what do we call this? Technical analysis. So technical analysis is all about looking at the market structure and using the tools to identify and predict the direction of the market. So at the Markets Academy, we only trade trades by following the market's direction. We don't predict the market, follow the direction, because it's important to flow with the market in order to catch more pips. So we're gonna start with the monthly time frame. Start by spotting the monthly time frames direction. Then you're gonna go down with it, which is called multi-touch, which is called multi-time frame analysis. Yeah. So yeah, I usually like to use to study or analyze on a clean chart so that I can spot any changes that I come across, and in order to for my analysis to be accurate. So this is how I start, which indicates the market. I use this tool only to target the lower highs of the market, because this is how the market was going. It's going on a downtrend. Then this candle broke out of this trend line, which means on a monthly time frame we're going up, since we broke the what you call this trend line. So yeah, you can also use this one, it's called the rectangle, to check if to increase the accuracy. So now on, yes, as you can see, the price has moved out of the structure, but it can come back in. So that's why we're using a multi-time frame analysis in order to catch big moves starting from a bigger time frame moving to a smaller time frame to get a small risk and an accurate move. So yeah, and I'm gonna remove this since we spotted the direction. Again, I repeat again, I like to use a clean chart so that I can spot the market's direction and every change that takes place. Moving on to the weekly. As I come to the weekly, I target again the higher lows. As you can see, the market broke out of the structure here, then came back to retest, then pushed up. You can see the candle closed above the trend line, so which means that for AUDCAD we're expecting a push to the upside, since the market broke both of the structures, moving upside. You can use as many trend lines as you want, but I like to keep my charts clean so that I can see the market fully, so since the market broke out of the structure, you can move your line here, which indicates the market is moving up. So we must catch on a smaller time frame a movement or an entry that guides us to the upside, which is called moving with a trend, moving in the direction of the market. which is a safer way of trading because this way we are able to catch more pips. Now we're moving to a smaller time frame, which is the daily. As you can see on the daily time frame, the market has been pushing to the upside, then broke, went to the downside. We were able to catch this move last week, moving to the downside, but we used this thing as our TP. Then when it got here, it failed to break the weekly trend line, which gives it the power to move to the upside. And also when it went up, it broke this trend line, which means we're back to forming higher highs, so, and higher lows. So we must wait for a correct confirmation and a market structure in order for us to catch a perfect entry. So yeah, on daily we can say the market has pushed up then went down, so we can use this, and again you can say use this, and yeah. So moving down to the 4-hour time frame. When you get to the 4-hour time frame, the market went down to retrace on that trend line we caught on a weekly, which market pushed with an impulse to the upside. Then we're expecting it to retrace and break this line. After it breaks this and retest, we're catching it in order to get to this spot, to this rectangle. So we can use this tool in order to estimate our risk, which I like to use a risk of ratio of 3:1 in order to catch more pips and risk less. Gonna use the long position. This expecting the market to push to the upside, then come here and give us a retest, then push to the upside, which we are expecting to capitalize on this move, since we are only trading in the direction of the market, which is a safer way to trade, and you're gonna catch more wins than losses, because you flow with the direction of the market. If you go against the direction of the market, you can experience more losses than wins. So in the market, you must always go with the direction of the market, so that you can survive in a long-term run and be consistent in the market. By being consistent in the market, you're able to catch more moves and make a whole lot of money without even blowing your account. So this is what the Daily Markets Academy are targeting it. We're targeting it, catching more pips and losing less. So yeah, this is our weekly focus for AUDCAD, as we use the monthly, weekly and daily and 4-hour to analyze and predict and get the direction of the market and our entries on the 1 hour and 15 minutes. So yeah, moving on to EURUSD. Always start with the clean chart, guys, so that you can see and be able to spot any changes in the market. Start by predicting the direction of the market. As you can see, the market gave us a lower high, lower low, a lower high, a lower low. So yeah, we're in a downtrend in the monthly time frame. Then move on to the weekly. I'm going to use this one since I like to keep my chart clean. So put it here. Since all the market I'm gonna put it here since all the market broke out of the structure, then went back into the structure. So I can't use this one since well it broke out of the structure then went back into the structure. I'm only gonna use these ones until it gives us a lower high in order for us to use it as a market structure. So as we can see it, you can mark this point here. The market key went up to it. So yeah, as you can see, we're still on the downtrend on the weekly on the weekly time frame. Moving on to the daily. Get to the daily. I see a perfect structure here. You can see it, guys. If you can see it, then you're good. You must be able to see it in order for you to catch the move. So yeah, we got a double top, if you can see. So expecting a move to the downside, as on weekly we're seeing that the market is moving to the downside, it's pushing to the downside. So on daily we also reach the resistance. We're gonna pay attention to what the market tells us. For us at the end of market academy, we're gonna wait for any impulse of breaking out of the structure. Then the market is gonna be like this: go up, then go down, breaking out of the structure, then coming and retesting at this point, then pushing to the downside. So we're wishing to capitalize this move. Let's see on the 4-hour. Since well the market hasn't break out of the structure and confirmed the downward trend, we can't trade it. We must wait for the daily candle to break out of the structure and come back to retest. Then we're gonna push it to the downside. So as we can see, one could use this structure and use this one. Yes. So the market could push like this, can come from this point, go down, push to the upside, push to the downside. I'm sorry guys about this ads. Yes. So we're hoping to capitalize down sell on EURUSD. Always keep a good risk to reward ratio, guys, in order for you to survive in the market for a long run. Because if you stay in the market for a long run, you are able to catch some beautiful trades in the market. So this is what I'm looking at EURUSD. Beautiful. Then moving on to USDJPY. JPY. Yes guys, JPY. Always start on a clean chart, remember. Go to monthly, get the overall direction of the market. Then as we can see, USDJPY is aggressive. It's aggressive guys, moving to the upside massively. So as we can see, it's moving to the upside, going up on USDJPY. Then we go into the weekly time frame. Yeah, I like to, sorry about that, I like to use this one of the weekly, of the monthly to predict the direction of the weekly, as I like to keep my chart clean. Yes, the market went up, then went down, then went up, then went down, then pushed out of the structure, which indicates an uptrend. So as it moves up, we're in an uptrend on weekly. I like to use my supply and demand zones on a daily time frame, as it has a more they are more valid when they are on a daily time frame in a 4-hour. So as the market pushed up, expecting it to come back and give us a retest, go back up, or let me use this for daily, go up, or if it breaks out of the structure, expecting it to sell, depending on the momentum of the market, it's gonna come here and go back up. If not, always guys, wait for confirmations in order to know whether you're selling or you're going up, whether the market is bullish or it's bearish. Sorry about that. So it's gonna come here, then push back up. The green arrow indicates a buy and the red arrow indicates a sell, guys. Always remember. I'm gonna push down, come back in here, then go down. You see, guys, that's what I see on USDJPY. So the market hasn't formed correct entries, so you must wait. You must have patience, guys, for the market to give you the correct directions and correct confirmations. If you just jump in, then you're gonna be trapped on the wrong side of the market, and we don't want that. We truly don't want that. So now USDJPY is not ready. You must wait about 2 to 3 days, then you're gonna see results, and you'll be able to catch the moves, because it's a very, very, very beautiful pair which can give you a great risk to reward ratio and a huge number of pips. So yeah, I really love trading USDJPY. Moving on to GBPJPY, guys. GBPJPY. Sorry about the ads. Always start on a clean chart. Every time start on a clean chart in order for you to catch and see what the market is trying to tell you. So start by spotting the direction of the market, which is this. Market's moving to the upside on the GBPJPY. Market is bullish. Go down to the weekly. As you can see, the same thing that was printed on AUDCAD. The market broke out of the structure, came back to the monthly trend line to bounce back up. So since all the market is like this, I'm expecting it to give us a confirmation when it gets to this level of structure. It's gonna break out or come back down. That's when you're gonna sell. So you must see what happens around this area in order to know whether we're buying or selling. Always wait for the market to confirm for you. Don't just predict it in order to be on the right side of the market. So weekly broke out of structure and went back up. So we must see what happens around this area. Moving down to a daily time frame. On a daily time frame, you see an upward movement of the market. Keep your trend line close in order to spot whether the trend line is, whether the market is breaking the trend line or going back up. So I prefer you to use the previous higher low and the previous again higher low in order to get the correct use the recent price action. That's what I meant to say. Use the recent price action in order to catch and know what's happening to the markets recently. So yeah, as you can see, still on the uptrend. So I'm gonna move to the 4-hour. You can see there's two ways the market can print itself. You can come back here on the daily trend line on the daily trend line and go back up, or the market can come back here, break this trend line and come back and retest, then push all the way to the downside, but as the market goes to the downside, you must pay attention to what the market tells you around these areas, whether it's breaking or retesting, in order for you to be in the right side of the market, because these are some special key areas you must pay attention to. So yeah, this is what I see on JJ. On the EURUAUD, guys, EURUAUD. I remember this one is a nice pair. I remember catching it out when it broke out here. I sent the signal in my group. I forgot to share my numbers in order for you to get access to the signals, but next time I'll remember, guys. I'll leave them in the comment section below. I'm now cut the movement here and pushed all the way down to here, and we're still hoping to sell EURUAUD to this point. This was our first TP. He hit on Friday. Then this one still leaving our trade running across the weekend. So we're hoping to catch the full trade up to this point. So yeah, we shall see what the market prints. Okay, always start on a clean chart. Remember, guys, clean chart each and every time in order to see what the market tells you. Okay, use the previous lower high in order to catch the recent move, or you can use this one as it broke the structure, push to the downside. Always remember, flow with the trend of the market, flow with the direction of the market. Don't predict the market, follow what the market tells you in order to capture more pips and risk less. Yes, guys, on a weekly time frame, you see a downward move as this key area here was respected. As the candle failed to break this key area and rejected with a massive rejection. This is a weekly, guide. This means this rejection is massive. The market is gonna push to the downside. So, and it's on a higher time frame. The higher the time frame, the more the analysis is true, and the lower the time frame, the more the analysis can be false. So moving to the daily time frame, as you can see, the daily time frame gave us a beautiful structure. As you can see, the market broke out of the structure and pushed to the downside. So we're hoping for it to come to this point at the 90% rule, which is mostly accurate all the time. So yeah, as you can see, EURUAUD, it's beautiful, guys, beautiful. And one thing about EURUAUD, it takes time to give you after you're in the trade, it pushes to the downside massively and can take a long time in order to give you a perfect entry, because after it pushes like this, you can't just enter here. You must wait for a right confirmation in order to enter and capitalize on the trade. So as you can see, we have a special key area here which can help you to get an entry, a perfect entry. And this is our target. So the market's gonna push out of the structure. It's a 4-hour time frame. It's gonna push out of the structure, then come back up to give you a entry, then push back to the downside. But always look and pay attention to what the market tells you around here. It can give you a false breakout, it can give you a nice breakout. So wait for it, for the candle to close in order for you to get a nice entry. Don't just enter the trade before the candle closes. That's dangerous. You must wait for the market to close, then see what the market tells you, then you react to what the market tells you. Don't just come into the market then just predict the market. That's dangerous. That's playing with your money. That's wasting and playing with your money. So focus on the pips, and then you're gonna be good, guys. This is simple. You just have to wait for the breakout, a beautiful breakout. You can also use this thing to keep it valid. I always like to keep it on the tip of the wick instead of the body, not to be sure. As you can see, we're seeing a breakout here of a 4-hour breakout here. Let me zoom in. You see a breakout here. So you can see it's a breakout, a beautiful breakout. So you're gonna wait for the market to come back down, come back up, then push to the downside. Simple. Your target is gonna be here, around this area here. What the market tells you around this area, then you're gonna push down with it. Don't just enter here, because if you enter here, the market can come back and hit your stop loss, then go to your direction. To be safe, you must enter where the price is cheap. You must buy where the price is cheap, sell where the price is high. That's what you must do all the time in the markets. So guys, I thank you for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Remember to like and subscribe so that we can get more content, and comment on the section below. Tell me what you want to know about the markets. More videos are coming, so enjoy, guys. Thank you.